Welcome back to a second tutorial on how the new download and installation and running setup is done with Neos as this sort of temporary system that we're going through. A lot of users have asked how to sort of do command line arguments and stuff like that using the new build. So I wanted to tell you about that. So I've already done this. You can check the video link in the video description on how I did that. I've got everything downloaded, everything installed. You can see here Neos Pro Launcher. If I open up this, you'll see it just checks for updates, and then this happens here. Great. If you want to use the command line arguments, that's things like making sure it runs in screen mode, making sure you run invisibles, stuff like that. Here's how you can go ahead and do it. So you'll see inside this Neos folder, which is whatever folder you've installed the Neos stuff to, you'll see there's a folder called app. Inside this folder called app, you'll see what looks like a normal Neos installation. There's neos.exe, Neos Launcher, the purple one, not the blue one. No, that's confusing. We're working on it. Trust us. All sorts of various things like Neos needs to run. You'll see this neos.exe here. This is the exact same neos.exe that exists for the Steam version. It's just inside that app folder within the launcher. So what you need to do if you want to make shortcuts to this is go ahead and, or shortcuts or command line arguments, what I do is I go ahead and I hit right click, create shortcut. That makes a shortcut. And then inside the shortcut, I can go to properties, and then here in target, this is where you can put those command line arguments. So if I wanted to say run in, for example, screen mode, I can come over here to the Neos wiki. All these links will be in the video description for you, by the way, and you can use any one of these. So let's say we wanted to run in screen mode and we wanted to run invisible. So I'm going to go ahead and grab dash screen. I'm going to go back to the shortcut here. I'm going to do dash screen, and now we've got it open. I can just type it from, I can see here. Let's say I also want to be invisible. I believe that's invisible. We can spell that correctly, invisible. And then that is somewhere on this page. Yep, right there. Forces your online state to be invisible when you sign in. I don't think we need anything else. There's a lot of stuff there. See what we got else here. Then there's anything else relevant here. I know a lot of people will use a lot of these options depending on what they want to do. Sometimes they manually force the sort of headset that is here by that, but that's totally fine by you. So we can go ahead and we can hit apply. Okay. Actually, let's not do okay, because I head over to general here. We can name this. We can go ahead and say this is Neos and that this is desktop invisible. There we go. We can click okay. And if we go back to our browser here, file browser, we've got Neos Desktop Invisible here, and we can just double click this. And you'll see Neos starts as per normal. There we go, starting initial world. Things always take long when you're recording, I've noticed, because it makes the airtime just equally awkward. That's totally fine by me, Neos. You just do your thing. Right, there we go. Go ahead, X that out, and we're in desktop mode. Hi, I'm in desktop mode. No VR is in play. Super cool. I'm going to go ahead and hit escape, and you'll see my status here is invisible, and I've also got the token enabled build here, so all my tokens are available here, and I can see them, and I can send them, etc. So that's how you do desktop shortcuts. I do want to remind you, let's just tab back across to the shortcut that I made. This shortcut can be copied and pasted to anywhere on your computer. For example, I can go ahead and just drag it onto my taskbar, and then it'll be on the taskbar. It won't show up because it's there, already launched. I could also put it in my start menu. I can also put it on my desktop. You can also do things in this properties menu here, such as change the icon. For example, you just hit this button here, and you can select any picture. It usually works. So you can do things like, hey, if it's desktop invisible, maybe make a picture of a D, like the letter D, and then cool, you've got a shortcut that sets it up for the letter D. There you go. That's really all there is to it. Nothing has really changed explicitly there with the shortcuts. It's just you need to define that neos.exe setup file, not setup file, running file for the game. So you go. That's how you do that. If you have any further questions about how to run Steam in this, run Neos even in this new world, do let me know and I'll get back to you. The only thing I'm not going to cover here is how to make sure that your hours on Steam continue to update. I think hour farming is ridiculous and that it doesn't mean anything, particularly when you're like me and you run headless for weeks and stuff to support various events and all sorts of stuff like that, and you keep falling asleep in VR. It doesn't mean anything, so we should stop focusing on hours. If you do want to run this token build inside Steam, then what you can do is you can just go ahead and copy all of these files, that's everything inside the app folder, directly into the Neos installation folder on Steam. I'm going to show you how to do that because, again, I don't think it's a problem. Just use the shortcuts. You'll be absolutely fine. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.